Hi! Good evening! So, kamusta na po kayo? Okay po ba kayo? It's a Saturday tonight, November 7. Siyempre po, dapat nagre-relax ako, but then, marami po akong ginawa ngayong araw na to. And I'm also thinking about the topic that we should talk about, yung medyo kakaiba na hindi tinatakel palagi. So, welcome to DAISY DIWATA GARCIA'S YouTube channel. Kumusta po kayo? Ngayon po ay mag-uusap po tayo about FWB. So, ano po ba yung FWB? FW means friends with benefits. Ano po ba yung friends with benefits? Ito po yung people who know each other. Medyo matagal na sila magkakilala. Tapos po, they know each other well. They have been together maybe for long, or they know each other in a short time, but then they're becoming close. And getting closer, nagkaroon po sila ng certain relationship, but both of them doesn't want a commitment. So, most of the people who enter FWB or friends with benefits, ang sabi ng iba ay best friend, ay mga people close to each other. Hindi po ito yung kamukha ng mga one night stand or yung hookups. But sometimes they also call it hookups. So I've been hearing about friends with benefits sometimes din po sa mga friends kong foreigner, because some of them have FWBs, many FWBs. And both parties agree to that. It's a consensual thing. So, meron silang agreement. But, according to my research, suot ko na yung salamin. Good evening po sa inyong. Welcome to DAISY DIWATA GARCIA'S YouTube channel. Usap po tayo. Let's talk. And first of all, I wanna thank my subscribers. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Sana po mag-subscribe po kayo. Napakarami pong laman ng channel ko. So tonight, let's talk about FWB or friends with benefits. Ano po ba yung friends with benefits? Friends with benefits are people who engage in sexual activity. And of course, napag-usapan po nila to before they engage in that, without being in a committed relationship. Ibig sabihin, walang commitment. They do things not only for sexual activity, but then they are close to each other and they also like each other. You will not get involved in a sexual activity if you don't like someone, right? Being sexually close to someone is a personal thing, right? Lalo na for us girls, di ba? Friends with benefits are people who engage in sexual activity without being in a committed relationship. Two friends who trust each other enough to engage in sexual activity without fear of hurting the other person's feelings. So when the two people engage in FWB relationship, meron na po sila agreement before they enter into that arrangement. They are open to what they will do. So, it means it's a sexual thing, but then they also want to be with each other, and they are also friends. So, when I talk, actually, nagkaroon ako ng ganyan experience. Medyo nagselos ako sa boyfriend ko kasi before we know each other, he told me about many FWBs he had. And I know it's a continuing relationship. So, minsan nagiging problema yung pag hindi ka naman niya FWB at ikaw ay girlfriend niya. Pasensya na po, mabilis ako magsalita. Friends with benefits decides to take their friendship to the next level. Ibig sabihin, instead of just being friends, minsan nangyayari yan, nagkatitigan lang kayo eh. Ayan, nangyari na. Doon na siya nag-umpisa, nagkindatan kayo, ayan, nangyari na. Parang it's the same thing as MU eh. Parang na-develop lang sila. Nung bata-bata ako, tawag doon mutual understanding. MU. They decide to take their friendship into the next level without becoming a couple. So, ibig sabihin, you are not his girlfriend, he is not your boyfriend, and you are not a couple. But then you engage in sexual relationship where you both agreed to do that. It's a consensual thing. So, it's like crawling in bed with a person you like or with a friend. It's a platonic connection, but there's no actual date like I'm going to take you to dinner, I'm going to take you to movies. They go straight to bed. But of course they talk, they have good conversation, they have connection, but they enjoy sex with each other. But they are friends also, so they have fun. They do things together, but no commitment. So, FWB is an ideal scenario for folks who are not interested to go into a serious relationship. Hanggang dun lang po muna sila sa pagiging FWB. But they enjoyed it. Most people who enter into an FWB enjoys the things that they do. And they do not have time for relationship, for a serious relationship. Which means they do enjoy sexual activity without having to worry about being committed. So you're not a BF, you're not a GF, you're neither a party that has to refrain for dating someone. Which means when you are in a FWB, some people also date other people, and you have agreed on that. But some FWB who really likes each other, maybe if he really likes you, he will date only you and see only you. But FWB is not a word for a player who have sex with different kinds of women he doesn't care about. Of course, when we have an FWB, when you are my friend with benefits, it is not always a bad idea, of course, because you are having sex with someone you know, and being in an FWB arrangement has also some set of guidelines. I mean, pinag-uusapan niyo po ito ng guy kung anong araw lang tayo dapat magkita, saang lugar tayo dapat magkita, ilang beses lang tayo dapat magkita, when, where, ganun po. And sometimes when one enters into an FWB and the other person is not having the same idea as the guy, the being in an FWB relationship sometimes is lumalabo. Maraming nagiging dahilan para lumabo ang FB relationship. So, being in an FB relationship has nothing to do with time. Which means yung relationship nyo, wala siyang expiration date. It will go on and on as long as you like each other. whenever you want to see each other, there's no scheduled time. Sometimes they see each other during free time or when they want to have fun. It's like having a close friend and enjoying sex too. But most FW relationship sometimes last for only months, and sometimes it lasts for years because they do like to be with each other, and mind you, they are close. Sometimes they're not FWB anymore, but they still close and always do sex sometimes. So ang hirap po pag yung boyfriend mo na involved sa FWB. Kasi they agree to each other doing the thing, and they could also pretend that you are just a friend, but then they're doing something else. And the question is, can a guy or a girl fall in love with an FWB? The answer is yes. If they are really good friends and they want to be with each other, and you're beginning to develop a certain feeling, and someone feels that you already love the person, and then look, it will go into a higher level. So ang FWB sometimes goes into a higher level and in a more deep relationship, but most of the time it just fades away. Madali rin po siyang mawala pag medyo nagkalabuan na at hindi na po nagkasundo. So sa FWB po, when it starts getting sexual, you have everything you need. Why? Because you have a friend, you have a lover, you have a companion, you have someone to be with. So enjoy kayo kasi lahat nandiyan na sa relationship niyo except the mental state na someone wants to be in a relationship. So ating mga girls, sometimes pag nasa FWB tayo, kahit alam natin yun ng arrangement, di ba? When we're getting intimate, di ba? Nade-develop tayo. Of course, having sex, thing with someone is a different thing na. It's very intimate. So, imposibleng hindi tayo makakaramdam ng certain feeling, right? So ngayon, ano dapat ang gawin para maging maganda yung inyong FWB relationship? You must be open to each other, open communication, have fun together. It's not about being available, but about the time you plan to be together. Ganun po yun. So, ang FWB relationship is a non-monogamous relationship. So, one can enter into an FWB with other persons, and sometimes monogamous because they wanna date only you, but you are not committed. It's not exclusive. One can hook up with others, and some people who are into an FWB relationship, someone feels unfulfilled and somehow used, especially when the guy is not treating you well. He will just contact you when he wants to have to sleep with you, and then after sleeping with him, he will like you to go home, and no that much sweetness because you're friends, but then you enjoy being intimate with each other. So ano ang dapat gawin mo para ma-enjoy mo yung FWB mo? Ano ba ang dapat hanapin mo sa isang karelasyon mo sa friends with benefits? Find someone who respects you as a friend, a person that who will not just hit it off and quit. I mean, pag may nangyari na sa inyo, bigla na lang siyang mawawala. There must be some certain attachment. Not that attachment na like a relationship. But of course, entering into an FW relationship, you are close friends. So it will said earlier, some people, especially as girls who enters into an FWB arrangement, somehow feels used. Sometimes we're unfulfilled because the sweetness that and romance that we need is not being met. Kasi the guy treats us just a friend and not a romantic sweetheart. So, pagka po nararamdaman mo in love ka na po, nade-develop ka, ano po ang dapat mong gawin? Pwedeng lagay mo sa isip mo na baguhin mo yung laman ng isip mo na walang ganun, walang ganun. Tapos medyo lumistansya ka ng konti, aware yourself of him. Huwag kang masyadong interesado sa kanya. I mean, be as a friend, but then huwag mo ibuhos yung iyong attention sa kanya. And work on yourself. Kontrolin mo yung sarili mo. Diba? So, pag nakipag-FWB ka, ano ang mga dapat mong precautionary measures? Meron dapat kayong consent ng bawat isa na ginagawa niyo yun dahil you have agreed to that protection. Of course, you will use some protection. Baka mabuntis ka. At syempre, meron din siyang ibang sexual partner. So, dapat you need protection. Communicate openly. Ano ba yung ine-expect niyo sa relationship na yan? Bakit ba kayo nandun? Ano ba yung makakapagpasaya sa inyo? Have fun and explore things. Don't get jealous yan. Pag nag-umpisa na yung jealousy, wala na. Mahihirapan na. So, pag pumasok ka sa ganyan, tanggapin mo na ganyan siya. At kapag naramdaman mong medyo nagiging cold kayo at malabo na, know when it's time to move on. Because FW relationship, just like other relationship, even long-term ones, come. So, pag pumasok ka sa FB relationship ay handa ka masaktan, handa kang mawala siya. It is temporary. So, I hope na enjoy niyo po ang aking video ngayong gabi.